afternoon everyone. Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So have you ever felt like you've been hurt so badly that you've just had your heart ripped out of your chest? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that today in the physical manner of the SFX variety. I'm going to show you guys how to rip your heart out of your chest this Halloween. So to do this look, you are going to need some liquid latex. You are going to need a black and a red water-based paint. You are going to need one cotton ball. Could use a couple more, but I think I'm only going to be using one. You will need blood, and I'm also going to be using some of my trusty Bruise Gel. And I do believe that that is everything. If not, I'll let you know somewhere. But that's basically it. Yeah, that's probably the quickest intro I've ever done. Go me. Alright, let's crack on.
I'm starting by mapping out my design onto my chest with a red eyeshadow, one of the products I forgot to mention. I am then placing down some liquid latex on top of the design that I have created, and then I am going on top of that with some cotton wool. I'm doing this all in small sections, and then once I have placed the cotton wool down, I am going to douse it with some more liquid latex so that I can move it around, make it more pliable, create the ridges for the outside part of my ripped out heart chest thing. You can get really creative with this. You can create as many tears as you would like for the outside edges. You can also build up on top of the cotton wool that you have laid down, but I wanted to keep it very simple as I will be painting over it a little bit later. But it's completely up to you and to your preferences. I have just decided to go in with one section of cotton wool at a time, and then I'm lathering it up with liquid latex and then creating the tears for my ripped out heart. Then to create a bit of texture on the inside of the design, I am placing down some liquid latex onto the center of the design, and then a very small amount of cotton wool, which I am then lathering up with some liquid latex, and I'm then manipulating it all the way around the center of the design, pulling it in every different direction to create lots of different stringy bits and meaty bits to give the illusion of torn flesh on the inside of my creation. And then once I'm waiting for all of that to dry, I am going to go in and do my face makeup. So I am starting by adding a dark grey eyeshadow to the inside corner of my eyes, and I'm then drawing that downwards in a very large V shape towards my cheekbone and then on the underside of my eye, and I'm also bringing that dark grey eyeshadow up onto my crease, and then I'm filling in that V shape at the bottom of my eye with red eyeshadow. I'm also taking that red eyeshadow onto my nostrils to make it look like I've been crying, and I'm taking that dark grey eyeshadow onto the inside of my lips to make me look more sickly. I'm then lining my top lids with a felt tip eyeliner pen as I usually would, and then for my lower waterline I'm going in with a black eye pencil, which I will be smudging away to create tear streak effects. Now if you don't have an eyeliner pencil that has a smudge at the end, do not despair, you can do exactly the same thing with a black eyeshadow. I am heavily lining my waterline with this black pencil, and then I'm taking the smudger on the end of my eyeliner pencil and I'm smudging all of that eyeliner downwards onto my cheeks to give myself a tear streaked effect. Now, like I said, if you do not have a smudger at the end of your eye pencil, you can just use black eyeshadow to get the exact same effect. It will work just as well. But because I had this, I thought I'd use this instead. And then just like I did with the eye pencil, I am heavily applying my mascara onto my top and bottom lashes. And when I'm doing this, I am looking upwards and blinking hard whilst the mascara is still wet to transfer the product onto the surrounding skin to make it look like I have actually been crying and have messed up my makeup. And then I'm also taking that mascara whilst it's still on the wand and I am dabbing it around the area to make it look like my mascara has bled onto my face. I would recommend using a mascara that is prone to clumping your lashes together, though I hope you don't have one, because that would be terribly sad. If you don't, like I don't, I'm using Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, which for me is probably the best mascara I've ever used, and trying to clump my lashes together was incredibly difficult. But if you keep layering up your mascara as much as you can, eventually the clumping will happen, so just keep going at it. I'm then going back in and adding some more red eyeshadow onto my nose, and I'm then also going and adding that dark grey eyeshadow onto my lips, like I said previously. And now that my chest piece has dried, I am going in and shading around the edges using dark grey eyeshadow and red eyeshadow, all mixed up in that business. Later on, I decided that I wanted to extend the shading around, as I didn't like the edges around my design, so I went back in with some liquid latex, but I'll tell you about that when we get to it. But for the time being, I'm just shading around the entire area with dark grey eyeshadow and red eyeshadow. And I am then filling in the entire inside of my design with black water-based paint. And I'm then going on top of this with red paint, paying particular attention to the outside edges of the design and making sure that it's darker towards the centre. And here you can see I am extending that liquid latex barrier around my entire design to create a better integration onto my skin, as I wasn't happy with the way that it looked at the time. So you can see I'm using a sponge to give it a better gradient. The sponge has small pores in it, which is a better texture towards your own skin type. So just dab it onto your skin and dab it outwards, further out onto your skin plane before letting it dry, adding some setting powder on top to get rid of the shine, and then go ahead and continue shading around that area to integrate it into the design that you've already created using the dark grey eyeshadow and the red eyeshadow. I am then taking a stippling sponge and a hell of a lot of blood, and I am putting this all over the centre of the design, as well as stippling that blood onto the outside edges of the tears in my skin, as well as taking a paintbrush with the blood and I'm splattering it all over my chest. Just go crazy with the blood. There would be a lot of blood if someone ripped your heart out. Just gonna point that one out. I'm also using light blood and dark blood to create different tones within the actual design itself. And I'm then taking my Bruise Gel in dark red and am adding this into the design in small little clumpy areas to create little clot pockets of dark blood, as well as taking the Bruise Gel outside the skin flaps and onto the tops of the skin flaps to create a little bit more dimension. Then if you want to create a very simple fake heart to go with this look, take some kitchen roll, ball it up into a ball, obviously, and then completely saturate this ball of kitchen roll with fake blood. Now I'm dripping it on top, then squishing it all together, and then placing this ball into a bowl, and I'm filling the bowl with fake blood and letting it soak in its juices. Then take some fake blood onto the hand that you will be holding your heart in, and start dripping it down your hand so that it goes all the way down your arm to make it look like you have been holding your heart fresh out of your chest in your hand, if that makes sense. And then once you've done all of that, your look is complete.
So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you want to hang around a little while longer, then hit subscribe, that big red button. I'm still holding a fake heart in my hand. That's ironic. Yeah, so hit subscribe, that big red button, and come and join the madness, because as you can tell, we're pretty heartfelt around here. That's too much. You can also follow me on other social media at Grin and Dagger. I'm on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and all the products that I used today will be listed in the description bar down below, so if you are interested, go and check that out. But that's all from me, I believe. If not, sorry. And yeah, Hope you guys have a fabulous day / night. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a fabulous time, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the lead up to Halloween as much as I am. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay awesome. Bye, guys. I love answering to the postman. That's great. Okay. Stay awesome. Bye-bye. I can't wave.